G'day everyone and welcome to our footy feed for Friday. In developing news, the Melbourne Football Club has been asked to urgently explain alleged links to controversial sports scientist Stephen Dank. The AFL is furious.
Well, I was a bit stunned because it wasn't expected, and a lot of it was news. If it's correct, it was news to the AFL.
When the Essendon supplement scandal broke, the Demons denied employing Dank. And while that may be technically true, text messages broadcast by the ABC allegedly show Melbourne's doctor Dan Bates conversing with Dank over an extended period of time. The exchanges include specific mentions of players including co-captain Jack Trengove and also sports performance director Neil Craig. On the surface, Dank's involvement looks much more significant than first thought, and the AFL wants to know more about it.
But the issue of not fully cooperating and having inconsistencies is a really, really serious issue. Really serious, particularly when we've been very public in telling everybody that we will not tolerate anything that goes to the integrity and the honesty in this game.
Melbourne claims none of the substances were against the WADA code and that Dank never directly treated players. From one club in crisis to another, and James Hird has refused to answer questions on his interview with Asada ahead of tomorrow's clash with St Kilda. The Bombers coach was only talking footy this morning and said he doesn't expect a hangover from last week's memorable and emotional come-from-behind win over Fremantle. But what he is expecting is a bit of banter with the Saints.
We're up for the game, and we're playing very good opposition that knows knows Brendan Goddard very well and knows how he plays. I'm sure there'll be a bit of interest there.
Hird also says Michael Hurley is a definite starter, despite concerns over a wrist injury. Alistair Clarkson has revealed Brian Lake's non-inclusion for tomorrow's clash with Fremantle comes down to team balance. The two-time All-Australian, who is yet to debut for the Hawks, will once again play in the VFL.
With Pavlich going out of their side and them not replacing Pav with a taller type of forward, they're probably going to go with a different type of structure. So there was a little bit to do with the structure of the side.
Michael Osborne will play his first senior game in 12 months after recovering from a knee reco. He replaces round 3 rising star Jed Anderson, who strained a hamstring in the win over Collingwood. A scare at Collingwood training today with Travis Cloke dislocating his finger.
From all reports, he's fine to go. They popped his finger back in and I just seen him then and he said he's fine. So
tomorrow's blockbuster against traditional rivals Richmond is Swan's 200th game, but he's far from excited about it.
I suppose it's a nice number to get to. Not many people get there, but at the moment it's not really a big issue for me.
And over at Punt Road, Damien Hardwick believes the game against the Magpies will be a stern test of how far his team has progressed and how they handle the big stage.
There's no doubt Collingwood as a side over the last 3 to 4 years have been a very impressive unit, and our guys are starting to see the work rate, the talent that's required to get to that level. So it's going to be a great test for our guys. Our midfield forwards and backs, all of them are going to learn something on the day. And we think we've certainly got the ability to beat Collingwood. We've just got to make sure that happens on the day.
The Tigers have lost their past 7 encounters with the Pies, their last win coming back in 2006. And that is our footy feed for this Friday. More developments as they come to hand. Complete coverage from round 4 across the weekend on afl.com.au. I'm Matt Thompson. See you soon.